Soul Tribe.
We're almost on time. 1 minute.
We're doing better.
We're doing better.
So here we are. This is going to be a very interesting day today. Let's see now. Let's get this all going. Little cute picture down there.
What picture?
You had a cute little look on your. I can't show you now, but
okay.
we'll have to. I'll show you later. All right.
Didn't we have that last time?
No.
Oh.
Last time we had.
I thought you were going to put Asna up there.
I was, but this one's on sale.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
perfect.
That's why I changed my mind at the last minute.
So what did we want to talk about first before we dive in?
Okay. All right. So first things first, we are having a flash sale.
Number deux.
Yes, and that's only going to be for like a couple of days until Thursday. Thursday, October 11th.
Perfect.
Is our flash sale. And we have 3 pictures that we have on sale. And one of them is Joan of Arc, the Promise. One of them is Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And then the other one is the Blessings Angel.
Oh, awesome.
So those are the 3.
Love the Blessings one.
And they're 50% off, so it's half off. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Sammy. Thank you for joining us today. Inquiring Mind. Oh, I almost said Ola. I'm getting confused. Aloha, exactly. Okay. What else do we have going on, Vera? We have our
flash sales.
Yeah, and we have
that last one was really good.
Yeah, it really was. We had a lot of
and
friends.
These are half off.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a great sale. It's basically the sale of the season for these images.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in those.
And then Christmas is coming.
Hi, Rose. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's really fun because I'll have people contact me that they want me to send them to their friend for their birthday or for whatever.
Yeah, that's nice too.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else besides our retreat coming up? Can't wait for that. Have
I know.
Our friends
God,
here with
it's only,
us.
what, 30 days away
excited.
Or so?
Yeah,
oh
about
my gosh.
30 days.
I thought it was like way off.
Yeah. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be fun to have everybody in person.
It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait.
Me too. So one of the things I thought we'd start off with is that I just wanted everybody to know that when they get the art, it also comes with a description on the back.
Can I say something before you do that? Before I forget.
Don't forget.
Remember to, whenever you go on our website, if you're under services, it's for pay. It's not like you're doing things here on YouTube where we do it for free. So just remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Okay.
So go ahead.
Hola, Alma. Try saying that like 3 times or 10 times fast.
10 times?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I was going to read the description that comes with this picture because I thought it was really cool. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, so Joan of Arc, the Promise, and this is what comes with it that we have for the back. Hi, Deborah. I am not afraid. I was born to do this.
They're talking to other people.
And that's a quote.
It's from Angus. Oh, Joan of Arc.
Yeah, it's one of her quotes. Okay, so the other side tells us that coming into life here is one of the scariest things, the scariest thing that we'll ever do. Yet we do it time and time again because we are on a great spiritual quest.
And we're strong souls.
Yeah, exactly. We chose our destination before we ever began incarnating, including a life theme that was going to run throughout all of our lives, a special gift through which we were going to touch other people, and from the golden keys of knowledge, all of which we wanted to experience and learn, we were going to choose one that we wanted to specialize in. And in total, this is the reason we incarnate into this planet, why we write the life chart that we do, and why our life seems so hard at times. We wanted to test the mettle of our soul.
Amen, sister.
Yeah. The more challenging our lessons, the more we learn, the stronger we become, and the more that we elevate spiritually. Just as when the storm grows darkest, that's when our soul's light shines brightest. This is what Joan of Arc was in our world's history, a symbol of goodness and raw courage. This is exactly what you have within you. It is what inspired you to go on your soul's journey and what has brought you to this moment. Okay, it is that promise that you made to yourself to finish what you started, to live your life with love and dignity in who you are, and to honor that truth of your glorious soul. So I just wanted to read that because it kind of goes along, I think, with what we're talking about today.
I think you're right.
And so with that, I am going to, I want to hear what, what you have on this subject.
Before we dive into or plow through,
Yeah.
as some people say, the Kavanaugh and Ford past lives, I wanted to answer this young lady, Kendall, that had written to me back in 2017, and I totally missed her email.
Really?
So she just emailed me again and said, did you get my email? I'm like, well, no, I didn't get it. And I'm looking, I'm going, oh, yeah, I got it. So sometimes it falls through the cracks, but if you just ask again, then, you know, we'll hopefully find it. Because a lot of times it goes to junk, too, for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so she had a question about Audrey Hepburn. She feels that she had a life with Audrey. And she thought that she didn't after she found out that she was born while Audrey was alive. But then someone told her that she can have a past life with Audrey at the same time having a current life now. And we just don't believe that. Okay. I mean, if that's what you resonate to, great. Because it says it's not time is not linear in this environment that we're in. And that's true, but you can't split your soul. So she's saying that she could be a person in a past life at the same time of being a person in this life.
Right.
At the same time.
Yeah, no. That's like you can't be two different people. That reminds me of
memory, though, comes in from different past lives, so that's possible.
Right, but we can't be two different people at one time.
No.
We can't, like you just said, we can't split our soul. That reminds me of that the Horcruxes in
yeah,
Harry Potter.
That's a good one.
But yeah, no, in our philosophy, we don't believe that we can split our soul. I mean, we can bilocate, but that's like on a spiritual, like our spirit can travel or astral travel, that kind of thing. But we can't be in two different lifetimes at the same time.
Yeah. Well, some people think that, and that's great. If you do, fine. It's just not something we believe in.
Right, exactly.
But we do have cell memory that seeps through into your current life, but it's usually about, you know, themes or influences or traumas or gifts that you have, like talents. But I don't think you can split souls. But if you believe it, great. But we don't. So she wanted to know if she was Audrey Hepburn, and that's a no. But they were cousins in the 14th century. I was just stuck in the 14th century this time. So
that's where she really resonates to Audrey, is because she knows that person, that soul, and they had a life together.
Yeah, as cousins. Mm-hmm. They had cousins, but Audrey moved in with her family because her family died from illness and all that. So Kendall's father in the past life took her in. But the amazing thing is they look like identical twins.
Really?
Yeah, they were cousins. Really? But they look so alike that people thought they were twins. But they weren't.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty unique, actually.
So that's why she has this affinity with Audrey. So, you know, you had a past life with her, but you're not Audrey. Yeah.
That's really interesting. Well, no wonder she resonates to her so much.
Yeah.
She felt that connection and knew it.
And they love to paint. They love the arts. But I believe, I'm not sure, but what I'm getting like in that kind of time frame, the women had to work for the husbands or the fathers and do whatever they wanted or whatever their occupation was. So they had to support them by working for them.
Oh.
But the father let her and Audrey paint when they had time.
Oh, okay.
Which wasn't often because they were so busy, but yeah. So that's that.
Neat.
Yeah, so I apologize for your email not being acknowledged, but
slipped through the cracks.
It happens. Yeah. All right. So
Roxanne was just saying, even today, we can be closer to our cousins and our siblings.
Yeah.
James, you made it.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing with them, though, is they look so much alike. you know, being from two
That's
different.
interesting.
Yeah, because the fathers were brothers. Like Audrey's father and her father were brothers. All right. Oh, God, shall we just dive right in?
Yeah. Let's dive right in.
Okay.
Okay.
Kavanaugh. Okay. It's almost, whenever I was talking to Chrissy about this, what I was picking up with Ford and Kavanaugh, I'm not going to put him first. I'm saying Ford and Kavanaugh.
Exactly.
Yeah. But they had a past life, not necessarily together, but they crossed paths, let's say. Mm-hmm. So, but what we were talking about, or whatever I was picking up, we were saying, because it was during the Inquisition. And then we're going,
wow.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
It feels like that's going on right now.
It really does.
The only thing is that they can't legally torture us, but they do it mentally.
In a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, so he was like a Dominican, I don't know if it's Dominican, but a friar kind of thing, like Friar Tuck.
God, I could see him that way, actually.
Yeah, and he was known for his brutality. It's like he had made a name for himself, because during the Inquisition, they tortured people that they thought were heretics, and I mean it was torture, and more so, of course, because women they felt were second class or not even that probably. They really focused on
Disgusting.
More torture with them than the men. I mean, more, how do you say, more kind of sexual torture than the men got. But the men did get it too, but not as much. It's like they reveled in it after a while, because I guess they just started, once they did it, they had to have more and more and more.
It's like they got the taste of blood, or whatever you want to call it.
And I get like he even would turn in his friends.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So
he would turn in his friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Dr. Ford was, Dr. Ford was, I heard a da-da-da-da. That means somebody's coming in the house.
Oh.
Okay. She was part of like during that time, like a women's movement too, as well as like what's going on right now. And she's more like a catalyst with what's going on with the women's movement after what happened to her, even though we were still doing it with the Me Too and all that kind of stuff. But this one really hit people raw, women especially, because of what's going on. And can you imagine, even back in that time, we were still being treated the same way we're being treated now as women.
Exactly.
And I thought we had come so far.
I know, me too. Me too.
Hashtag,
really.
Me too.
I really did. But like you pointed out earlier when we were talking, it's, like you said, history repeats itself.
Yeah. And didn't even realize till I had to do this one. Anyway. Yeah.
Wow.
So she was part of a movement that was going around then, and that the church had to really stop whatever, because they were starting to gain momentum. And they were kind of like,
wow.
They weren't nuns. It wasn't that, but because there was more, like it is now, more women than men back then. So it was, a lot of women had to live alone, and they never had a partner because there wasn't enough men to go around, apparently.
Right.
So that's kind of like what's going around too. But the church really, because they led their lives like nuns, is what I was trying to say. Even though they were lay people, like I guess you call it. So yeah, and that's what they would do. They started sticking up for themselves, and the church was like, we are not having it. And I'm talking about the Catholic Church, because that's what it was.
You know, it's kind of interesting. It just looks like the same situation going on again.
Yep.
When she was giving her testimony in front of all those men, it just reminds me of that.
Yeah.
That Inquisition kind of a feeling.
Yep.
That's what it looks like.
And
it's like it's happening again. But that's interesting that she had the strength to do. And that's
well, that's like what
isn't
Roxanne was saying.
Yes, exactly. Just like with Joan of Arc. It's so funny how it kind of fits in with the picture
Didn't
fits in
Roxanne
with
have
the topic.
a question about?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Good afternoon, Bradley.
Bradley Moon. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say.
Roxanne's about Joan of Arc and Roxanne's question about
Oh,
birthmark.
definitely Deborah, because she's saying that did she feel it not only in big
cell
time
memory, exactly.
Yeah, and that's why
From
she had to
that
speak up. And she actually talked about it before he was even
Yes.
the one that they picked. It was whenever he was on the list,
Right.
and they were asking questions about that. So that she was doing it on purpose because it's political, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not political when he says it, right? That he's gonna, what goes around comes around.
I know.
And that was so telling whenever he said that, because not only does he have revenge in his heart, but what goes around does come around, Kavanaugh.
Exactly.
You know, whatever you do,
truth?
it does come back to you.
You know, I just felt...
And you have 2 daughters now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm done with Kavanaugh. That was basically it. They had a life that kind of, you know, they were around the same time, but she was murdered for or tortured for what she believed in, and he was the one that liked to torture. Yeah.
Well, you can see that play out.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it to me because...
All for the Catholic Church.
I mean, why
they were
is
horrible
there...
back then.
Why is there so much attack on her? It's
I
like
know.
I feel like women's value is lesser.
Well, because the men don't understand. They were saying, okay, you don't know what day, you don't know what time, you don't know what house. You don't remember that. You remember the act.
The trauma of it. Exactly.
Exactly.
We can all have childhood memories of something that was traumatic that happened that we'll never forget.
Yeah. I know. It's just, yeah.
I just feel that...
No, not necessarily. Elmo's saying, but how does that fit with what you said earlier? We are here to test our mettle. Definitely that's what we're here for.
Kavanaugh come here to be
Not
a better
necessarily.
soul? Why is he repeating his life over again?
To do what he's doing.
Sometimes
To wreak havoc.
entities resonate.
They keep coming back over and over to do stuff.
Yeah. In our belief...
there has to be the negative for us to rise up.
Exactly. Not everybody is here to get better.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're here to revel in that, I'll just say it, darkness.
Yeah.
Sorry, my chat split.
Which said not to nominate him? What was that? I didn't get that. Oh, there were near 600 churches. They said not to? Well, good for them.
Really?
Well, that's what she said. She read that there were 600 churches.
Oh, that said not to nominate him. Got it.
Yeah.
Wow. See?
Yeah, and all of these other, law professors and lawyers, and that one that was a Supreme Court judge for 35 years was saying that he's not fit. And it had nothing to do with Ford, just the way he acted during the hearing.
Yeah, and I just wanted to clarify something for Alma too, is that one of the things that Angus was telling us before is that there are white light entities as far as the light of our soul, and then there are lost light entities that have lost themselves, that have basically gone down a path that's
darkness.
Of darkness, exactly. And that would be someone that revels in doing, I don't want to say bad things, but here's the difference between, let's just say men for now, because we're talking about men and women. There are men that want to depower women or depower others.
Not all.
Not all.
We're not
and
men bashing.
Yeah, and then there's men that want to empower women and bring them up. That's what Jesus did. He elevated women. That's like so many of the good men that we know that are here elevating and empowering us as women. Not all of them want to depower, see? And so, but I just wanted to bring it up because that's what Angus was saying, is that there are lost light souls that have lost their light, and have gone down a path that's somebody that would enjoy hurting others.
Yeah. And Rose
Good
has a
example.
question.
Okay.
Take-
Why are some people so dark and evil? So easy
Oh
to
my
be
gosh, can
good
you
and
hold on
not?
for a second?
Sure.
I will be right back.
Okay. So yeah, why are some people so dark? That's exactly it, Rose. It's just there are entities that have lost their light, and that's just in our philosophy. That's what we believe. So that there are those that are focused on. When I was reading the description of this picture, we have chosen to learn lessons, and that's why we have charted our chart the way we have, to learn those golden keys of knowledge.
We're gonna have to do a class on, not a class, but a...
Yeah, on philosophy.
no, on keys, because we keep mentioning keys and...
Okay.
Well, yeah, we need to know more in
Yeah,
depth.
we'll do that. But we want to learn, okay? And that's why we chart the more challenging situations and learn these different things, right? But when we have entities that have lost their light and they don't want to learn anything,
But they
just
don't want you to learn anything either.
They
want
just
keep
want to
putting
have
people- yeah.
power over. So that's kind of a basic difference between light souls and lost light souls. Light souls want to empower others, and lost light souls want to have power over others. This is a perfect example of how that works. They want to
Yeah.
have power over others, creating fear, destroying, hurting, whereas the others want to help each other with what they went through.
Aaron, look how sweet. Why are you nervous?
Aw, thank you, Erin.
Spreading
Aw,
goodness.
thank you.
Oh, great job. We're spreading you. I thought you were saying that. Thank you so much. Don't be nervous.
Yeah. Definitely
We don't
not.
bite.
Yeah.
I did that to Chrissy one day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was basically, I could say a lot more about him, but
And I wanted to say too, is I was just telling Vera this morning how I feel really concerned about the young girls and the young women that are going to be coming up after our generations, with what is going on right now with bashing victims or survivors, or however you
women
want
in
to say,
general.
people who have gone through something like that, to be attacking them for what they went through, attacking
Did you hear
them for
that
having
one-
a voice of what they went through. It's
that
like
one
any
senator,
survivor.
before I forget, because I'll forget, you never do. This one senator said, that he stood up there and said that he would have felt perfectly okay with his mother sitting there and being treated the way Dr. Ford was treated, his wife, his daughter, that it was done very, not overly attacking her, that he would have felt comfortable if it was his mother sitting there for what they were doing to her. Can you believe that?
I wouldn't want to be his mother.
I know, or daughter or father.
But that's the way.
I mean,
that's the
husband
way.
or father.
We know what you meant.
Yeah.
But that's just the way he is. And that's the thing, you guys. The feminine principle has been buried in this world, or at least in this society, in the patriarchal religion, for so many years, thousands, 2,000 or so. That, I mean, the mother God, the feminine principle, has been buried for a long time. There's female angels, there's female archangels. That was all buried with the feminine principle, and so that was basically done to take away women's power.
Yeah, because the women were in power then, and the men were not having it. It's like, nope. Constantine was one of the ones that started it too.
Exactly. So I think that,
Council of Nicaea, look it up.
yeah, it's interesting because there's so many ads now that are out there to try to bring down the feminine again, that it's a bad thing.
Like one of the, who was it? Was it Trump saying it's a sad day for young men?
That's exactly what I mean.
What about
When
the
he
women?
was at a rally talking about, and everybody was cheering. It was almost like cheering attack on women.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid for young women that are going to
Exactly.
be coming up, because it's the example that is happening with this whole Kavanaugh Ford thing is that it's good to attack women and it's okay.
Yeah. They were showing.
And now I don't want men to be attacked.
No,
not at all.
We're
I'm just
not
saying
that.
But that's what I'm saying. The difference is we don't want to have power over any group. We want to empower each other.
Yeah. But I was trying to say there was a guy that was trying to interview people at one of the rallies that Trump does, and it was 3 young men that he stopped to talk to, and he said, "What is it about Trump that you like? I mean, what about him and the way he's running the country do you like?" And they go, "Oh, he's the man." And he goes, "But what about what he's doing, in the presidency and all that?" They go, "Oh man, he's rich, he's powerful, and he has women." And he goes, "Well, what about what he's doing to the country?" And they kept going, "Oh, he's the man." That was it. And then he interviewed a woman, and he said, "Now, would you vote for Trump if he stole something from all of us," which he's already done? And she goes, "Yes." And he goes, "Okay." He goes, "Would you vote for him if he shot someone on Fifth Avenue?" And she goes, "Yes." And it's like, what? Yeah. YouTube, look it up.
See, that's the thing, you guys. It's like people have really lost their empathy because they're totally not in touch with it. That happened to them.
Yeah.
They're just so in love with whatever it is they think, or just like him so much. But they've lost the ability to put themselves in the shoes of these people who are being hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable. It just kind of blows my mind.
Yeah.
These are such dark times. The U.S. is a very young soul country, and old souls are struggling. I've read that Norway is the country. Whoops.
With the oldest souls. Well, we're all old souls. But this is a young country, but not necessarily inhabited by young souls. Because we were all thought of at the same time, right? So
yeah, right. Oh, but yeah, that's the thing. As far as us all, I think for women too, and the girls, if I could pass something on, is that I think that a lot of them are out of touch with their strength. Maybe not out of touch with their strength. That's not the right way to say it, because obviously that's not true. I just want them to remember their strength, because the feminine has been buried for so long, and that it's not a bad thing. Because I've been seeing there's so many ads on YouTube for the young men shows like MMA and all these different things. They have these ads that are against women, like, don't you hate it when a woman puts her purse on the chair next to you and you can't sit there, and like all this hostility. And it's not a negative, it's not feminine strength is not overpowering.
Listening to some rap, not all rap. I mean, it's really degrading women, and that we're all just money grubbing people, that's all we want is your money. I mean, and there are some people that are like that, but not all.
Well, it's exactly.
It's like the same thing with men,
right?
So
there's so many good men out there that want to
empower women.
Exactly.
Yeah. My grandson's one of them.
Yeah. And of course, our friends here, James, Bradley,
yeah,
all our friends that are here, Aaron. Exactly, a lot less light souls. It's just, dark times for sure. But that's where we shine. That's how we started out.
Yeah.
And even if we don't change everything, at least we stood against it.
Exactly.
Like with Ford,
we have to do something.
Even if they confirm this person, she tried. It's so interesting because Angus and Vera and I all shared a life where we were actually on opposite sides. But we were in different kingdoms, right? But there was a monarch in our kingdom, and she basically was kind of turned bad. And we teamed up and we helped. In the end, we weren't able to overcome. But he said, but what was important is that we stood against her. Yeah. And we tried. We lost our lives, but we tried. And that's what's important.
Yeah.
So, don't want to get off on a tangent. I just really want to share that with you guys.
I knew that was going to happen. I was just going to say that 2 seconds ago.
Yeah,
but not for long. He's not going to be on there for long.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew it.
So Vera, wasn't there something else that you wanted to?
Oh, for Roxanne?
Yeah.
And then there's other birthmarks that we'll do next Saturday, because we don't have time today, right? What time is it?
Well, it's 1:30.
Okay. And I believe Roxanne asked if she was Joan of Arc, or is it just wishful thinking?
Well, she's asked a question. Let me go find it.
Yeah, no, not for long. There's something's going to happen that he's going to get kicked off. I don't know if that happens with Supreme Court because they're locked in. But even with, we talked about these senators, should not be there for life.
I know.
They should just do 2 terms and out.
I know, they're paid
and
forever.
not being paid after that.
They're
paid
crazy.
for life.
That's craziness.
Yeah. No. They need to get out and have new blood in there to help, you know, lighten things up. No, I was going to say, never mind what I was going to say.
Okay. So Roxanne's question, she was saying, I've been holding out on my birthmarks. I have 2 on my left side. First, it's my armpit. It's shaped like a 2-inch oval. Not even my husband knew until I showed him. Second, on my knee. When we were talking about Joan of Arc, the birthmark shaped matched the outline of France and Spain. Vera, is this wishful thinking?
It's not wishful thinking, but you were not Joan. But you had a life with her. You said I was in the era she ruled. What?
Whoops, where?
Is there more down there? Vote, vote, vote is for sure.
Yes.
Okay, so what is, James, yes, I can only happen in Lincoln's time.
Well, Roxanne was saying, oh, she didn't say that. She didn't mean that. She was just saying that.
Oh, she didn't mean that she was Joan?
Right, she was saying you
It's
said I
just
was in the era.
Yeah.
She said you said that I was in the era.
Okay,
So
perfect. Yeah, because you were. Because you did have a life with her as Joan, but you were her mother.
Really?
Joan of Arc's mother.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, good, James. Thank you so much, because that's what's going to happen. He said there was a Supreme Court justice who was impeached and removed.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's in, but not for, especially after the vote in November. So they can have their day, but we're going to have the rest of the life, the rest of the times for the young women and young men, you know, so we can, you know, love each other and bring each other up and not be so, you know, competitive, I guess maybe you could say. It's like, I don't want her to be happy. I want me to be happy kind of thing. I don't know.
Just like with the division.
Wasn't Joan of Arc raised in poverty?
Yeah, she wasn't. She didn't have money, obviously. She was raised on a farm. Yes, exactly. That's very neat.
Yeah.
Very, very special.
Yeah, exactly. It is very special. And remember, please, like everybody was saying on here, vote. No matter which way you want to vote, at least vote.
Yeah.
And we can do something.
Exactly.
I mean, all these women are riled up, I'm telling you. And that's what's interesting too, because all of these guys were yelling. They were saying this and that, you know, the Republicans that were on the panel, or whatever they call it. And then the minute a woman starts speaking louder, oh, she's hysterical. I've heard them say that. She's so emotional, you know, she shouldn't be here. But they can yell.
Right.
And they're confident.
See?
Yeah.
It's not
it's
fair.
Just, it's like old, they're too old. And I'm old, so I can say it.
Was there anything else that we wanted to talk to our
Alyssa
friends about
Milano,
today?
wow. She has been a force in this. Yes, she has. Yep.
Even Emma Watson.
Yeah.
I mean,
everybody.
So many different people.
Exactly. See, once I heard that he was in, I'm like sweating.
Really?
I'm like, whoa. Ugh.
Yeah, well, especially after discovering that past life that he had.
I know.
Oh.
But he's not going to win this time. He's not.
Because guess why? Everything that comes around goes around.
Exactly.
All right. Was there anything else that
Nope,
we wanted
that
to
was
tell
it.
friends? All right.
Yeah.
You guys, thank you so much for
You're so
joining
cute.
us
Whenever
today.
I'm trying to say something and I can't get the words out, you're just going. You're so sweet.
Will his soul ever change for the good?
Nope. He's gone over to the dark side, they say. That
Yeah.
universe. What is Rose talking about? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah. That was it, everybody.
Yeah.
It sucks now, but it won't later. I promise.
Okay.
We're going to leave on that good
Vera
note.
promised, so that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you guys. We love you guys.
We do.
Have a great
Hang in
week.
there. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, and we're with you in spirit.
Exactly.
Stay strong. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love you guys.